Hello, this will be a channeled message for you for your highest good, and I trust that it found you at the perfect time. I really appreciate you being here with me in this moment, and as always, I love you so much, and I am so proud of you. There is a deep truth here in this reading today, and you are a being of unconditional love. You are so strong, and you are so supported in this. You have been traveling through the underworld. And for many of you, this has been the journey of a lifetime. You've been exploring darker, deeper energies that other people don't seem to have access to. And you've had some absolutely insane experiences in your life. It's okay to stop and recognize that, appreciate that, and show yourself some love because of everything that you've been through. The word that I've been getting the past couple of days is distortion. There is so much to look forward to on the other side of this. There is so much to be optimistic about, but we have been living in a world of distortion. We've been living in a world of static, and almost unknowingly, you guys have been developing this skill. You have this tool, and you can see through the distortion. You can see things that other people cannot see. You can identify lies. You can identify deceit. You can identify a narcissist. You can identify gaslighting. You can identify news that is fake. You can identify politicians and leaders that are fake, that do not serve you. And this has been the trajectory in your life. As difficult as it has been, you've developed this skill of seeing, of knowing, and you've connected with yourself. You've connected with your own personal truth, your limitless creative potential as a soul spirit, and you've connected with your relationship that you have with the divine. Again, there is so much to look forward to as we step into this new paradigm, as we continue to emotionally support ourselves, hold space for ourselves, and support the people around us, heal our communities, heal our partnerships, and we grow together. There has been so much growth. And it's okay to recognize that as well. That your brain structure has literally been changing. Guys, you've been changing your DNA. And the only reason I'm really called to say all of this, because I don't want to come at this from a place of powerlessness and having to dwell on the past or stay in the past. But we need to appreciate what we've been through. Because I feel like many of us still struggle with the self-love, the compassion for self. There's still old programs of needing to push, needing to conform. There's still a part of us that is telling us to suppress our desires, to work harder, to be better, to be more perfect. There's still a part of us that's saying like, you're not quite good enough the way you are. But the truth is, you are good enough. You are perfect the way that you are. And it's okay to take the time to rest, to heal, to continue to connect with yourself because God wants you to heal. That's what this whole process is all about. God wants you to get to know yourself better and bring joy into the world. Live in a way that is in alignment with your passions. Develop new healing modalities as we step into a new world where we figure out ways to clean up this distortion. You are one of the people that can see. You can see clearly. And now together we are working as a collective to clean up the distortion. You might be really sensitive at this time. And that's okay. You might need rest at this time. It's okay. Like I said, there is so much to look forward to in the perfect timing of things. And God is filling up your own cup with all of these energies. You can see this rainbow here. And we are so lucky to be able to feel these emotions. As challenging as some of it has been, we are so lucky that we can feel joy, that we can feel love, that we don't live in this colorless world. We get to feel what it is to be a divine soul spirit of unconditional love. And I think the key to all of this, the key to maintaining this optimism and creating this better world, is to continue to have compassion for ourselves because of everything that we've been through. And there will be a time where we can move forward from a place of forgiveness and complete letting go and changing the story. But for now, it's okay to take a second to recognize everything that you have been through. Give yourself a hug. Sit in your own truth. As the Hermit card in the centerpiece of the reading, continue to identify what is your energy and what is your truth, and identify what is not yours. What is okay to put down because it's an old program of lack, of not being good enough, of scarcity, emotional scarcity. Guys, you're so deserving of love. You're so special and you are so needed at this time. So if you feel the need to protect your energy, to keep going within, to set some kind of a boundary, to take time off, to tell other people what you need from them, and to stop giving yourself away, you have complete permission to do all of those things, because like I said, God wants to see you heal. You have options. 7 of Cups is the challenge aspect at this time, potentially really in the imagination, really in the emotions at this time, and that's okay. It's also okay to simplify, put things on the back burner, push the deadlines back, or scrap some kind of a plan. Just feel everything that needs to come up and identify what is the priority right now. Be present, be in the heart space and really feel that. What am I feeling? What do I need? What kind of needs need to be met at this time? You know, it's not necessarily always about being productive. And if you can be rested, if you can feel whole in yourself, and you can feel like you've given yourself a day to really love yourself and show yourself some compassion, I think what you'll find is that there's going to be so much more flow and ease. We're going deeper inside of ourselves. Like I said, our brain structure has literally been changing, and it's not easy. It takes time. And you guys, I mean, many of you are so much stronger than you want to give yourselves credit for. This has been a lot. This has been a lot. And you've broken outside of the box, the matrix paradigm. You're seeing things that other people don't want to see. And that takes work. That's incredibly stimulating. As the Hermit, like, you're able to identify what needs to change on an internal level. You understand that to change the world, we need to change ourselves. And that is a big undertaking. And what I'm seeing here is this portal. Like, you are creating this portal into the new earth because of your willingness to go within and solve these problems on an internal level, become a more expanded version of yourself and shine that light. Become the example that other people need to see. Show people that there is a better way. Let's go. Guys, this is all you for real. And all of these options are there for you. Let's just continue to put one foot in front of the other and identify what really needs our attention right now. And I get the test of faith. I get the test of patience. Trust me. I get the trolls. And I love them. I'm sending them all the love in the world. And I understand they're on their own journey. But my goodness, have I been getting the trolls lately. It's online and in real life, alright? There's a lot of noise. There's a lot of energy around us. It's okay to want to put up those boundaries and go within. I mean, 7 of Cups alongside the 5 of Wands on the masculine side, this is kind of noisy. This is like a lot of energy. Going back to that word, distortion. 5 of Wands on the masculine side, you might be feeling like you need to compete at this time. There might be some kind of like competition, or there may be some kind of like struggle or conflict that you feel like you have to deal with before you can move things forward, or there's just something. I mean, look, it's okay to bow out. It's okay to let these things develop. You know what I'm getting is that it's okay to let God take care of it. Really, if there's some kind of conflict around you, like, it's okay to give it up to your guides and protect your peace, because that's how we create world peace, is by creating a state of peace within ourselves. And it is okay, it is more than okay, to make your peace, your sense of personal peace, a priority at this time. I get the Strength card on the feminine side. Again, this like test of patience. And I feel like there's a lot of emotional work being done right now. Just a lot of things being felt. But what I love about this, especially with the Hermit card, I mean, I have to say, guys, this is a dope reading. This is a dope reading. You guys are highly advanced spiritual beings. I will say that. You are a highly ranked spiritual being if you're watching this right now. And with the Strength card on the feminine side, it's like you are really observing these emotions and choosing not to act. You are choosing to feel them, let them flow through you, whether this is in conversation, this is online, this is someone riding up your behind when you're on the road. Okay, people are crazy right now, I will say there is some tumultuous energy that is happening around us, but you guys are setting the example and showing that there's a better way. We can keep our cool. We can let the emotions flow through them. We can observe them from an unbiased and unconditionally loving perspective. And I will say too, it's okay to tell people, give me a second to think about this. Give me a day to make a decision, all right? 5 of Wands. It's like, I'm feeling it right now. I can't make a decision. I can't give you what you want from me, and that's okay because I'm protecting my peace. Just give me a day to process this. Give me a week to process this. I will say it's okay. And it's okay, like, not to react in the old way. Like, maintain some kind of a standard that has been set. You are changing. And you are living in alignment with your higher self. Maybe in ways that other people don't understand. And you are absolutely crushing it right now. Allowing yourself to observe the emotions and maybe act in a different way, like not letting the emotional response dictate your behavior. You're moving beyond that now. You're seeing things from a higher perspective, and you're really seeing how your inner state can reflect in the world around you. You are stepping into your power. There may be some kind of a challenging decision that needs to be made here. I get the Two of Swords with the Strength card. The Two of Swords typically, I mean, sometimes can represent not wanting to look at a problem, but I see you showing up as the Hermit card. So I get that some kind of choice that needs to be made or some kind of information that exists in your life may be difficult to look at this time, but you're doing it anyway as the Hermit, as the Strength card. Allowing the emotions to come up, maybe getting to know yourself on a deeper level when it comes to your emotions, releasing some kind of blockage is what I'm getting, and identifying stagnant energies that exist within your physical body, like in your vessel, that you didn't realize were there. Clearing deeper blockages in your chakras or in certain places in your body. Identifying that maybe there are some kind of weird pains or weird kind of things that are going on in your body that you can attribute to some kind of emotional dis-ease, like not being at ease in yourself because of some kind of unprocessed emotion or something from an event in your past. I really see these kinds of things coming up right now. Revisiting the past. Revisiting family structures and experiences and ancestral trauma, you know, things that we didn't even experience in our lifetime but are being carried in our genetic line. I mean, you're transmuting this. You're choosing to solve these problems because the fact is, like, many of us have been put in these toxic environments. We've been put in these corrosive environments, and we're choosing to go within to do the inner work and solve these problems on an internal level so that we can create a better world and literally heal generational trauma and make a difference for the future change the trajectory of our kids' lives, of our grandkids' lives, because of like your willingness to take responsibility when it was really never even your problem. You were put in this, but you chose as a soul to learn, to grow, to alchemize, and to be this beacon of hope and light, to be of the highest service to the collective. I get this new moon in Cancer card, deep emotional work, like this is the roots. This is going back into the DNA, into the genetic line here. And I get a full moon in Pisces card as well. Letting go of the distortion and the deception. Pisces can be our hidden enemies. It can be self-sabotage. It can be shadow aspects of self that don't want to be seen. Shadow aspects of self that want to remain hidden. And you, as the new moon in Cancer, showing up as a shadow aspect here, are choosing to feel the emotions that come with this. And maybe even feeling things that like you can't remember or can't prescribe some kind of logical reasoning or narrative to. You're just feeling the emotions. And so much can be said about that. Some kind of healing modality here might be relevant. Reiki or energy work, talk therapy. I'm getting the book, The Emotion Code, might be relevant. It's been coming up for me lately. I see you showing up as the Hanged Man and the Chariot in reverse as a shadow aspect. Obviously, the Chariot being ruled by the card of Cancer. And I see the Chariot being able to move freely within the confines of the Matrix because it leads from the heart. Because it has a solid sense of emotional stability and it can choose to become comfortable in uncomfortable situations. With the Chariot in reverse showing up as a shadow aspect, I feel like you are strongly identifying where you feel uncomfortable and where you might feel like it might be time to move things forward. While you be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself through this process, which does take time, you still might be identifying, look, I want to go in this direction over here. It doesn't necessarily feel good. There's past pains and wounding and traumas that I got to work through, but I am willing to transmute that and alchemize that for the highest good of myself and for everybody around me. That's the process that you guys might be going through right now. And as the Hanged Man upright, I mean, I just love this. I love this reading. Did I say that? Like, this is such a dope reading. And you guys are going so deep. As the Hanged Man, alongside the Chariot in reverse, there's this like transcendence of self that's happening as you connect with the emotional body and shed like an identity. A connection to an identity, things that you would identify with, that you are ready to let go of. You're starting to see this. You're bringing it into your conscious awareness and seeing maybe where aspects of your identity have been holding you back. Chariot in reverse, Hanged Man upright, seeing where parts of your identity have been holding you back because they're limiting. They're part of an old version of self that did serve us. And we can let it go with love and we can thank it for existing because in a way it's been protecting us. But maybe it's time to move forward. And as the Hermit, I feel like you're seeing that the way forward is actually within, to sit with self. Like I'm getting meditation and deep stillness here. I'm getting conversations with self as you connect with who you really are. Because the Chariot in reverse, it tells me like maybe you're becoming more consciously aware that you're being held in place for a reason. Maybe you're literally having some kind of a car problem, like a problem with your vehicle, because there's a need to sit with self and have some period of isolation, have some conversations with self before we can move forward. Maybe there's some kind of a problem with your physical vessel, some kind of health issue that has been holding you back, because it's like God, from a place of unconditional love, is trying to hold you in place so you can connect with yourself on a deeper level. Have some of these difficult conversations and purge some of these difficult negative emotions, because it is going to be for your highest good and it's going to result in an expanded sense of self. What I'm hearing is you won't know yourself, because you're going to be able to go back into the world and move things forward and continue to expand your business, your relationships, your communities, travel and exploration. You're going to be able to do this with a new emotional body. Many of us are being held in place right now and are being asked to trust the process and have faith that this is for our highest good, so that we can have these deep conversations with ourselves. And I'm sending you so much love at this time. You guys are doing amazing, and you have chosen to walk the path less traveled. You have chosen to do things that other people don't want to do. And many other people are getting lost in the material. They're getting lost in their material desires, and they're getting lost in the distortion. And that's okay. We're all on our own path. I'm not throwing any kind of shade or anything, but I'm really getting strongly that you see that there's another way. And there's a way to step into this version of life that is peace. And there is physical abundance, and there is support, and there is relationships, and there are new and novel experiences that bring us joy and excitement. But our relationship with ourself comes first. Our faith in the divine comes first. You can't put a price on that. And that's what amplifies this entire experience. That's what makes this whole life worth living. And you guys are on that path. You're fully on that path. And you're letting go of some really deep karmic stuff here. Going back to what I was saying about this Cancer card, the roots, the generational trauma. I also get the South Node showing up as a gift at this time, which is like hectic karmic release. This is where you're coming from. This is your past lifetime. This is some kind of energetic comfort zone. So it is our gift at this time to work with that. Work with that. Release it? Yes. However, I feel like it's more about balance, and we use all of the different energies. We use everything at our disposal to create balance in our life, to emphasize certain facets of our authentic self so that we can act in a way that's appropriate, depending on the context or the situation. So the South Node being a gift, alongside the energy of Mars being a gift. Let's talk about that, because this Cancer card, like I'm saying, is very much about releasing past emotions, connecting with our generational line, and feeling and transmuting these things so that we can move things forward and make amazing change in our life. However, I do see this South Node as you being able to identify what actually is a gift in your life. And just because it's like within your comfort zone doesn't necessarily mean that it's inherently negative and we have to abandon that part of ourselves. Really valuable piece of information that I heard was that you have to master the South Node before you master the North Node. And as a Scorpio North Node, personally, I was getting quite fanatical about transformation and moving things forward, and it did create a lack of stability in my life. And it created this kind of imbalance, this war, this conflict, right, between my nodes. So it's okay to identify what is your comfort zone. Like, use that to make yourself feel good and to like have compassion for yourself and hold that kind of space in a way that does feel really safe, but then having balance, using that power of perception and discernment to understand that we can't really sit in that Seven of Cups frequency forever. It does take action. It does take forward movement, like the Mars energy would suggest. So there's a big message here about your personal relationship with the South Node in your chart. If you don't know about the nodes in your chart, I would highly recommend you look into it, because it's going to provide you with a lot of clarity when it comes to your life's journey. Getting more acclimated with that and understanding like what this kind of strength is that you have. You have some kind of like energy that you are incredibly comfortable with, which is your South Node, which you can use to your advantage. Like, you're gonna have skills that you've been born with that other people can't quite seem to use, and you can use this to like create really favorable outcomes. And maybe this has something to do with the Mars energy, with your passions, with something that really excites you. And I feel like a gift also is to identify where maybe we might be leaning into that a little bit too much, and to look at where the North Node is and look at the direction that we're going in. And it may even put you more at peace with this process, because this emotional work that's being done, I feel like potentially is pulling you towards your North Node. And there's this level of acceptance, at least for me, I find there's this level of acceptance with knowing that that's in my chart. And it's like, okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just being pulled in this direction, and that's the way it is. And I'm going to give myself so much time and patience and grace. And I'm just going to continue to unconditionally love myself through this process, because it is a trip, right? It's a trip. It's challenging, right? Like, life is a lot sometimes. And what I see you guys is creating so much balance, like trying to continue to love yourself through some kind of like setback being held in place, a shedding of the identity and the ego, and like developing some kind of sense of transcendence, a new relationship with the divine, a new spiritual practice, a strengthening of self, strengthening of your desires. Like, with Mars being your gift at this time, it is not like, I don't think it's gonna be helpful to suppress your true desires. Maybe as the Hermit right now, it would be good to sit with this question, like, what do I truly desire? What does my heart desire? What am I yearning for? What do I need? What does my heart need? And, you know, I'll find a way to get there. Sure, like, I feel like the next step is going to be made clear. But it's okay to have that optimism and trust that God has a plan, and your higher self knows what this desire is before you even consciously become fully aware of it. God and your higher self knows what this desire is. And you can trust that there's being a plan. There is a plan totally being formulated for you so that you can take steps forward. And it's going to require faith. It may require a little bit of courage and bravery at this time, but it's absolutely nothing you cannot do, because you're showing up in these energies already. You've totally got this. And for many of you, it's like the worst has passed. You're on the other side of this. You've traveled through the underworld, yo. You've gone through the depths. I'm telling you guys, you've done stuff that just, I reckon you guys have stories that like, and it's almost in a way, it's like, oh yeah, that's normal. Like, that's what I went through. And then you tell other people about what you've gone through, and people are like, what? What do you mean that's what you went through? Tell me more. Like, you're going to be shocking people. Like, the more that you like open this stuff up and share this information, because that's what it's all about, is the experiences that we've been through, like the hurts and the broken things that we've experienced. Like, that is our gift, because we can be that shining light for the world. We can set that example through your ability to heal this. Like, you've been through these really challenging experiences, but don't forget, like, you're the one who chose to heal through this. You're the one who took responsibility for your healing journey. Like, you became aligned with your higher self, and you chose to like cement some kind of a connection between you and God and put faith in God's plan. You totally did that. So don't forget that. Show yourself some love for everything that you've been going through. Yo, the healing lagoon. Rejuvenate, recovery. Time to heal. It's safe to stop. Yo, it's loud and clear. Guys, you're so supported in this. This is a healing journey, and Source wants you to heal so bad. It wants you to feel good. It wants all of these nice positive chemical responses in your brain. It wants you to feel joy. It wants you to feel ease and peace. So give yourself that time. Take the day off. Take the week off. Go to the beach. Go to the lagoon. Get in the water is what I'm getting. The energy might be a little bit dry right now, and we're doing all of this emotional work, so make sure you're drinking heaps of water, giving yourself heaps of rest, giving yourself everything that you need to make this thing happen, because you're doing so well. Mother of the salt waters, passion, wild love, open your heart and let love in, yo. Mars energy, what is your heart screaming for? Some of you guys got to get in the salt water for real. Have a bath with some kind of like Epsom salts or something, or just go to the beach. But for real, like let your heart open, let the love in, because I think I'm looking at this Two of Swords right now. It's going to help with this decision-making process as you trust that as long as you follow your heart, there is no right or wrong decision, because again, it's about like the process. It's about this amazing, beautiful person, this expanded version of self that you are becoming. So if you can show yourself love as you make this progress in life, it doesn't matter what choice you make, really, like you're gonna make the right choice in the end. It's okay as long as you follow the heart and let the love in, because you're so supported in this. You're so supported in this. I was going to pull more cards, but this reading gets so long already. Like, you guys are so deep. You know so much. You see things that other people don't see. They don't want to see. And what is happening, what I'm hearing is that, like, it scares other people. Which is totally understandable. It's fine. Like, this is a crazy time to be alive, right? But you're showing people that you can have the courage to face these things head on. You can have the courage to look through the distortion, to look at the shadow, to go into darker aspects of self, to show unconditional love for those darker aspects and heal and transmute them. That's what you're showing people, that it is possible. You're showing the people around you that you can heal. There is a way, and we can do it together. We can support each other from an empowered place, because we're learning to love ourselves first, have compassion for self, establish energetic boundaries, and come back home to our own energetic signature. And then together as a community, we are healed, so then we can come together and work together and then heal like the whole world. And I get the Fool on the bottom of the deck. Yo, it's like the new start. The star card under that. Like the new world. I'm telling you guys, it's the portal. That's the portal in this Hermit card. And on the other side of that is the Fool, direct to the star. No tower required. Let's go. Like, we're building a solid foundation is what I'm hearing. And let's see what wanted to come out. The Four of Wands, yo. The solid foundation. The Four of Wands. A foundation of joy. A foundation of celebration. Now I'm like seeing like the last scene in Star Wars Episode 6 where they're all dancing with the Ewoks or whatever. Like the celebrate. It's like the end of the movie. It's like the end of the story. And this is the new life. I also get the Five of Swords and the Moon. Really interesting. Like, this is a foundation of joy that is being built on our ability to navigate the unknown, have faith in the divine, understand that we are connected to these primordial waters, and all of the information that we need, we have access to within us. So it's safe to shed these stories. It's safe to shed the mental ruminations with love. Like, you don't have to stay in the mind. The heart will have the answers. And what I'm also getting, it's safe to shed the competitive energy as well. And that's coming from an Aries, which is pretty hectic. Like, friendly competition has its place. Yes, I understand. But I feel like the future is going to be about collaboration and working together, because we have our unique gifts. Like, we all have our place in this world, and you guys have been playing your role perfectly. So as we really step into a new earth paradigm where we fully support each other, we show each other, look, it's okay. We don't have to compete anymore. There is so much abundance here for us. The pie is so big. We can all get what we want. We just got to trust that we have the information within us. We got to trust that we can work together to move through the unknown and have faith as we move through this process. And that's the new foundation of joy, happiness, celebration, emotional abundance, spiritual abundance, physical abundance. Sure, like everything, all of it. So, in conclusion, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. But for real, you guys have been doing so much deep inner work. It's quite incredible, really. You've been through a lot. We've all been through a lot together. We're on the other side. We are stepping into our creative potential. There is so much joy and happiness, love and light on the other side of this. So recognize, you guys are the Hermit, the Strength card, the Hanged Man, exercising so much patience and grace and such a deep level of understanding as you move through very challenging time emotionally, right? Maybe evidence that things aren't really working with the Chariot in reverse. But like I said, guys, you've got this. You're so supported in this. You're learning to love yourself on a deeper level, support yourself through all of it. And this is what we have to look forward to through this portal. On the other side of this, the Fool into the Star card, into the Four of Wands. Guys, a new foundation of joy, a new start. As the Star card, our healing, liberation, being in line with our natural self, going back to the soil, healing the earth and creating our abundance from that, living how we were meant to live as beings of unconditional love. How we were meant to live as beings of unconditional love. So with that, I will totally leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. I'm so proud of you. I'm so grateful for the support. I'm so grateful for this amazing work that you've been doing. So keep it up. And I absolutely cannot wait to do it all again in the next reading. I love you guys. Well, peace forever. Bye-bye.